Hey guys, a very warm welcome to Money Control, to the special series where we talk everything that is crypto, the news, views, products, technology, and analysis as well. I'm Anisha Gupta, and joining me on the show today is Ramkumar Subramaniam. He is CEO and co-founder GuardianLink. Ram, hi, a pleasure to have you on the series with us. First of all, while you do everything non-fungible tokens or NFTs, that is, and while last year was a great one, how do you see 2022 as the year gone by, and especially after the FTX fiasco when we saw the NFT volumes decline to a 16-month lows? How does it look like now to you?
I think last year NFTs were about hype. I think everyone rode over the hype around NFTs. And this year, I think the tide has settled down. We see the market becoming much more mature in terms of NFTs. We've seen projects that had real value kind of sustaining, and the projects which were not making much of value kind of going down. And that's the reason you see this kind of trend in the space right now, and that has led to the decrease of NFT trade volume. But I think it's good for the market. All these kind of corrections always make the product and the audience get to know what is better for the community, and we've seen that happen. Projects which have real world utility and real use cases have really stand out. And one of those projects are also what we do here in GuardianLink. The Gundra trade is a marketplace we've seen the game that we launched stood out even though it was a crash and just 27 players coming to and playing a game. So I guess it's something that is a black swan event, but as things progress, as markets and the year goes by, it would be for the good. That's what I think.
Ram, if I could, request for a ballpark number on how much have we seen the volumes come down, or even the value for some of NFTs come down, what would the approximate number be?
So we a couple of months back we saw an OpenSea about 80 to 90% of the trade volume had gone down, and this was right when the fiasco was happening. And now, if you take a look at it, it kind of has brought back again. About 30-40% of the market has been recovered, and we've seen that happen across various marketplaces, even crypto as well, right? When as the initial month started, we saw most of the trade volume in cryptocurrency exchanges also go down as well. Again, this was bound to happen whenever the CFO happened. People lost trust in the system. Blockchain was supposed to be trustless, but all these things kind of made people uh, think twice about how to invest in crypto, and NFTs was a byproduct of that. So I don't think it's going to last long. We've seen this happen in the traditional markets as well, all these kind of events, and this is something that we would pass by. And after this particular fiasco, we also understood that how important it is to be transparent with our audience, right? And that's one of the reasons we recently launched certain set of NFTs which have a proof of reserve backed by it, and we've given complete transparency to our audience. So I think it just matures the market, as I told you. More and more things like this actually, even though at a certain point of time it's bad for the people, and then it teaches us lesson, and then we go away from there.
Well, yes, we've seen those cycles already in the market there. But when it comes to NFTs, and even as a lot of use cases has been spoken about, but would you say it is going to be majorly about video games, artwork, music, digital collectibles that the market really seems to be latching on to?
So gaming by nature, is revolving around digital assets. So NFTs major core is to go ahead and build one of the digital assets, right? So it's a natural transition for gaming to get into NFTs, and it will be a part of gaming for the next coming years at least. And then it will be like how cloud it is, right? Cloud was known to be the hype 10 years back. Now, cloud is something everyone is part of. We are talking for cloud providers and service. So that's how NFTs would be for gaming, and slowly that will also progress into media and other channels wherever you can consume content over the internet. So anything over the internet that you're going to consume content or start owning digitally, NFTs would be replaced by that, and you would start proving your ownership for those NFTs. That's the progress that we'll be seeing. And as crypto is bound by its nature of being a currency, but NFTs is not. It has multiple use cases. It can be used across brands and organizations. So we would see that happening in transition across various outlets out there.
Ram, as you mentioned, that a lot of froth perhaps is out of the market, but we do see a lot of companies still heavily invested into this. And then we're looking at more brands coming in as well. It was just last week that I was reading that Porsche also is coming back with the digital collectibles of its latest brand, 911 at Art Basel, that happened in Miami, Florida. So there are more and more brands still looking at value in metaverse within NFTs also. What's your sense now that on how do you look at 2023 as a year?
The last few months, as you told, right, we've seen many brands get in this, Starbucks, and then Reddit went ahead and launched digital collectibles, and then, as you told, Porsche and a couple of other brands as well. I believe brands want to explore NFTs because it lets them come much more closer to their audience and also provide an experience that you cannot provide before. Metaverse is pretty much the same thing, right? You're able to give that kind of immersive experience like never before. It's like sort of if you're in a metaverse of a particular brand, like let's say like Nike, it's like you're spending about an hour watching Nike branded ads, right? So that's how immersive it is, and brands definitely don't want to miss that because what's better than building that brand value through engaging with your audience, right? So I'm sure that various brands should go ahead and take this to their advantage, and 2023 we would see more and more mainstream brands get in and a lot of internet first brands getting into this and start using NFTs as well. And we've explored this a lot with various brands, including brands like Viacom 18, Pepsi, and a couple of other brands that we work with, including Flipkart as well. We made sure that we provide that immersive audience to their audience, immersive experience to their audience, and we made it very successful. Right? We've seen that happen across 2022, and there are more brands who are going to work as well for the next year or so. And I believe the kind of experience that we would get keep on changing. And at core, the technology would be NFT and metaverse, and we would see various things happen out there.
Fair point. Ram, talk to us about GuardianLink as well, and how has the journey been for you? What are the milestones here? Who have you partnered with, and what are the major products that are working for you in your favor?
I think our first and most biggest milestone that we achieved was to bring in Amitabh Bachchan to the scene. Right? I think we brought NFT to India through his launch, where we launched Amitabh Bachchan's NFTs last year. I think that was a very significant milestone for Guardian Link and also NFTs in India. And after that, we worked with multiple brands, including Viacom, Flipkart. That was a very another big milestone for us because a giant like Flipkart, who's in the e-commerce industry, taking forward the Web3 and launching NFTs and powering various brands through them. I think that was a really big milestone for us. And us getting into NFTs ourselves through directly through consumers also is a big milestone where we went ahead and launched a game and we launched Meta Cricket League, which was a cricket game. And the reason we launched is because we understood that NFTs is all about the utility and the use case that you bring to it. And as we worked with various brands, we also wanted to bring in use cases for these brands. And that is one of the reasons we went ahead and launched our own game. So that was a very significant milestone for us. And I believe we've fairly done well with that. And we have our own audience. We have about 50,000 registered users in our platform actively using the game and playing the game and using NFTs and progressing through the NFTs, which we wanted to be. And I think that has come out really well. And there are a couple of milestones that we wish to achieve in the next coming years with the games that we're launching and the brands that we work with. And I hope it will turn out very well.
Oh, well, we hope that too. Talk to us also about the Meta Cricket League and how is it performing in the market? How much of takers have you seen? What's the kind of growth there?
Sure. So as I told you, we have about 100,000 registered users in the platform, and we have it as gated access right now. There is, originally, if you want the NFTs, you can go ahead and play the game. And it was intended to do so because we wanted to get people get the feel of owning a digital asset and then making sure that you grind with that asset and then you're able to see what you get out of that asset and you derive value out of it. And we've seen that happen. Someone buying an NFT, playing with that NFT, and making sure that NFT gains its value and then retrading it back in our marketplace and then earning through that. We've seen that cycle happen in the last 6 months. I think that's what we wanted to achieve. And we have about more than 25,000 active users in our platform doing that day in and day out. And we are expanding much more because we launched with a certain set of NFTs which are at much higher price. Now we are going to bring in various other functionalities like rental and stuff where you own that NFT, but you can go ahead and rent it out to someone else who can go ahead and use it. So that is various stuff that we're working on. Our community will be knowing about it soon, and we'll also be launching a couple of other features as we have been doing that for the last month. And that will be something which is the roadmap for Meta.
Fair point. Ram, I'll wind down the conversation with one final question. And this is, with every year passing by, there is more to learn. There is more statements from the regulators. We see the way the business is done also continue to change. So, what do you think will change for your company as we head into the new year? How is the business changing? Because, from ICOs to droppings to passing on stuff to addresses, things really seem to be changing and evolving.
Yeah. And I guess that's how any new technology is, right? We've been through this cycle, right? From as you go, right from ICOs till now, we've seen this cycle because we've been in the industry for the last 5 years or so. And what happens good is that every time the cycle changes, the audience also get adopted to it, and they would want to explore more. And we've seen that happening. And I believe the next year is going to be more and more, use cases that we bring attract and a larger audience to the market. So we've seen that happen through 2022. 21 was a very niche audience. 22 has expanded a bit thanks to the brands. 23 is going to be much more bigger, and it will start becoming part of your day-to-day products that you use. Like any app that you use will start slowly using NFTs and you'll start exploring that. I guess that's where we would see this progressing, and not only NFTs, blockchain as its nature would also be used by various brands and firms. And I guess that will be the progress for 2023. And we are also very excited to explore. And we also adopt ourselves as the market changes, as the regulation changes. So let's see what is in store for the next year.
Well, absolutely. Ram, thank you so much for joining us today. It's been a pleasure talking with you. And we really hope that all that things that you talked about do work in 2023 for you. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.